Everyone, just here to bring you another one of my little junk journal kits. So as usual, kind of contains 25 items, and it's kind of a pack of larger kind of cardstocky paper items, and then a little pack of smaller embellishments. So if I start with the paper items first, so they'll come to you kind of bound in this lovely twine, and then inside the pack there's one of these little file folders. That's kind of good as a little pocket on the page or a little pull-out tag, and obviously you can put things inside there like that, and that's got some lace trim and a little bow. And then here, just a tag, it's got some lace trim and a little kind of label on there. And all of the papers have all been coffee dyed and coffee stained or distressed with distress inks. So this is a little coin envelope made of this kind of gorgeous burlap style paper, which obviously I've made this coin envelope, and then it's just got a little fabric label on there saying special edition. Got a couple of fabric roses and this gorgeous kind of rustic looking trim around it, and then it's just got a little tag that just slots neatly inside. Then you've got a little envelope here, so again good for storing all your stuff, and that's got some lace and a little postcard and a bit of kind of music script stamp. Then you've got this kind of, what would you call it? Well, either a tag or a kind of pocket for use as a tag or a pocket on your pages. Again, it's got a fabric stamped image there of a crown. It's been machine stitched onto there. Then you've got this gorgeous postcard. Love to use the postcards in my journals because they make really, really fabulous vintage looking pockets. So that's that. And then there's this really beautiful kind of vintage looking image here, which has been printed onto really weird like matte looking kind of acetate, which kind of don't very often see it in matte, so really love that. And then it's been machine stitched onto cardstock, and then it's got some music script machine stitched on again and some lace trim. And then here you've got a slightly bigger tag, which again, it's got a little frame image and some lace and another little kind of vintage kind of advert. Another postcard, slightly different to the last one. And then you've got this gorgeous little kind of fold out booklet, good for all your journaling and things. So that one's just got some, it's not twine, I don't know quite what you'd call this, but binding stuff kind of stuck on, and then it's got this kind of, I don't know what these are called, but this eye fastening anyway. So that's that. So that's the first part of the pack. And then the second part is contained within this kind of handmade little bag, which has just been made from kind of burlap, and it's got some lace trim and a bit of vintaged kind of ribbon, a couple of buttons on there which have all been kind of stitched on and made to look kind of aged. So that's not included in your 25 items, it's just kind of to contain your items in, but I mean obviously you could use that in your journals from, you know, from here forward. So first of all, you've got some chipboard tiles. So some of these have been just painted. This one, for instance, has been painted with a stamped image like that. Others, these two, for example, have got paper being covered with, butterfingers today, constantly dropping things. So these two have been covered in paper with stamped images on those, and they've been distress inked up. So that's those. Then you've got a little teeny envelope. Then you've got this gorgeous frame. Love these frames, they look really great in your journals. teeny envelope. This beautiful butterfly. And then you've got a couple of my lovely kind of burlap with lace stitched on, and a couple of kind of vintaged buttons. And then you've got a couple more, in fact 3 more chipboard tiles. So these ones of butterflies, and they've been covered with patterned paper and kind of vintaged up with distress inks. And then that one again has just been painted and stamped with some script on the back and distressed. And then you've got a little paper clip to go on one of your pages of your journal. Got some lace trim and things. An Eiffel Tower image. And then finally this gorgeous kind of lace ruffly flower, which has been made with the vintage lace, again from my nan's curtains, because I have an abundance of that to use. And then it's got some more kind of this cheeseclothy fabric stuff behind, which I just coffee stained, actually tea stained, I tea stained that. And then a little bit of kind of organza fabric, little pearly centre, layered up, and then finished off on the back with a little felt round bit, just for kind of gluing, probably on the cover. Or you could obviously make it into a brooch, or, you know, fridge magnet, whatever really. So that's your kind of entire pack. So 25 items altogether, and as usual for sale in my Etsy store. So hope you enjoyed it. If you've got any comments or requests or anything, then please leave comments below. That's great. Thanks for watching. Thank you. Bye.